So I just watched this video of this young man in Gaza who actually is now martyred, but he pre-recorded this video. I think it was like a year before he was martyred, or it was months before. It's almost as if he knew that he would be martyred. And in this video, he was basically expressing his acceptance of his fate, where he talked about wanting to live longer, but in fully surrendering to the will of the most powerful, that he just accepts it. And not to sensationalize this whole thing, but I want you guys to realize something. I mean, honestly, if something happens and you don't exist tomorrow here in the physical body, that's it. As in, what I'm trying to say here is that all the things that you're attaching yourself to, all the things that you think matter, such as material things, such as physical things that you think that you need to make you feel like you matter or that you are something, it's all temporary. What do you take with you when you die? What do you take with you when you leave this realm? And I'm crying not just out of my emotions flowing after watching that video, but it's not even out of my sadness. It's more like the humility that you feel in your heart when you understand what it means to serve the only thing that matters. Like, do you know what I'm talking about? And if you don't know what I'm talking about, then I don't even want to say it, because that it defeats the whole purpose. I feel like only the people that are able to understand what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about, and you appreciate this message because you know exactly what I'm talking about, because you get it. You know, this life where you're fulfilling your purpose, but it's not the purpose of your own will. It's not about you answering to the desires of your pride or ego. It's not about you forming attachments to what this material world creates for you, like the illusions, but rather you're really surrendering to the deepest truth of all, the highest truth of all, the most powerful of all. And knowing that it's like, you know, like a physical life, whatever you have, whatever you obtain, it means nothing, because when you die, who do you go back to? Where do you go back to? And where have you come from? And this is not to say that while you're alive that you cannot have desires, you cannot want things, but what does it mean to experience fulfillment? And what does it mean to surrender? What does it mean to experience that feeling of like acceptance? Acceptance that there is will higher than your own. You know how liberating that is, actually? Do you know how liberating it is to actually know that you're fulfilling the will of the divine? And you think that it has to be something so extravagant, but that's the illusion that this society has put into your head, right? Like, and what is this greatness that you're speaking of? Because you think that greatness means that you have to obtain certain things, and you'll always experience the void that way. And you see, that's something that we can all learn about, learn from these Palestinians getting martyred, is that, I mean, just look at their resilience, look at their faith, just listen to what they're saying. That, you can't buy that. That's the type of freedom and the type of fulfillment in the heart that you cannot buy. And ultimately, that is the truest heaven on earth that you could experience. Like, that's full surrender, full acceptance, that at that point nothing scares you. Even death cannot scare you, because you know everything is temporary anyway. And when you know every moment that you're fulfilling the will of the most powerful, that is true fulfillment. that is. And so, you know, one of the reasons why that I'm kind of sad about this platform being taken away from Americans is that now there's going to be less space for people to share these moments and express authentically the way that TikTok was able to connect people to each other because of the algorithm. Not saying this is a forever goodbye, but I'm saying like, anyways, this wasn't about TikTok. I was just saying that like the fact that I'm using this platform to express this moment, to share this moment with you guys, but like knowing that this platform is gonna get taken away soon. But anyways, but I've also previously made a video as well that it doesn't matter what gets taken away, what's missing, what we're losing. Nothing is a loss when you're connected to the most powerful. Always remember that.